Today we will be talking about Virgin River. The Netflix drama premiered in 2019 and is based on Robin Carr's Virgin River book series, of which there are a whopping 22 novels. The series follows Melinda Mel Monroe, who leaves her traumatic past in Los Angeles behind and answers an ad to be a midwife in a small Northern California town, where she falls in love with ex-Marine/bar owner Jack. With the 4th season already out, here is all you need to know about the series. Kicking us off, Virgin River viewers point out major plot hole as show returns for season 4. Fans are happy that the 4th season of Virgin River is finally on Netflix, but many of them have taken to social media to talk about a plot hole in the new episodes. Minor spoilers are coming up. When the 3rd season ended, Mel and Jack went to a fertility doctor to talk about the fact that Mel was pregnant. Lizzie was still mad at her ex-boyfriend Ricky, and Doc and Hope finally got back together. Fans were quick to point out a strange thing about Colin Lawrence's character Preacher in his storyline when they talked about the first episode of the new season on Reddit. Can we talk about how Preacher just magically showed up in the kitchen after passing out in the woods? He didn't say what happened when he was out there. LMAO. They told me. Many more admitted that they had forgotten that in the last episode of season 3. A so-called friend of Paige's drugged Preacher and left him for dead in the woods. He thought he was bringing Christopher and Paige back together, but it turned out that he was just helping Christopher's dad get hold of the boy, who was then taken away. In season 4, Preacher is back at work in the kitchen of Jack's bar. He seems to have gotten over what happened to him, but Christopher is still thought to be with his father, Wes. In the other episodes, fans have met some new characters, including Preacher's love interest, who is played by Colin's real-life wife. Julia is a recruiter and martial arts teacher who is played by Lucia Walters. She has been married to the actor for 20 years. Mark Ganime has joined the show as the clinic's new doctor, Dr. Cameron Hayek, and Kai Bradbury plays Doc's long-lost grandson, Denny Cutler, who has come to Virgin River to reconnect with his grandfather. Lucia's character isn't the only new face viewers will see in the new show. Next, Virgin River Season 4 trailer promises more drama for Mel and Jack. The trailer for Season 4 of Virgin River shows that Mel and Jack will be going through a rough time. Netflix just put out a trailer that answers some of the questions left open at the end of Season 3 and teases more drama to come. Preacher is still alive, and Hope is coming out of the coma she fell into after her car accident. But things don't look good for Mel and Jack's relationship because it's not clear who the father of her child is, and because Jack's estranged father and a handsome new doctor come to town, which makes Jack drink to deal. Watch the trailer down below. Virgin River has done well and is a part of Netflix's push for comfort viewing, along with shows like Firefly Lane, Jenny and Georgia, and Sweet Magnolias, which are set in small towns but have big dramatic plot twists to keep viewers binging. The couple has already been through a lot. Jack has lost his memory. He was shot and his house burned down. Mel's husband died and she is having trouble getting pregnant. Seasons 4 and 5 were both renewed at the same time, so fans will have a lot of time to see how Mel and Jack deal with the sometimes rough waters of Virgin River. Moving on, Virgin River is not a sexy success story for Netflix, but who cares? It's fair to say that Netflix won't be bragging about Virgin River, but the platform needs more shows like it and fewer like Stranger Things. Virgin River isn't a sexy tentpole release. More, it's for Grey's Anatomy fans and has more than a little soap opera vibe, but it is a real phenomenon, and at its core, Virgin River should be Netflix's future, or at least a big part of it. Right now, though, it doesn't look like that would be taken into account. When Virgin River is quietly added to Netflix, it goes straight to the top of the list. Season 4 beat both Stranger Things and Resident Evil, which had a lot of marketing power behind them. And what makes Virgin River's success even more impressive is that both of those shows were expected to do well. On Netflix's press site, there are 111 search results for Stranger Things, but only 9 for Virgin River, and just 3 to mention it in the title. Both have been on for 4 seasons and have a lot of fans, but they are not treated the same. There is no Virgin River Day, no Geeked Week panel, and no main focus in Tudum. It's clear that Virgin River is trying to be as popular as Stranger Things, even though fans don't need the marketing push or the party. When Stranger Things Season 4 had been watched for more than 1 billion hours, Netflix made the news public as a way to celebrate. Nielsen data shows that the first 3 seasons of Virgin River were watched for 2.1 billion minutes during the week that Loki's last episode came out on Disney+. Stranger Things Season 4 finale broke a record by getting 7.2 billion minutes streamed, which is a much bigger number. However, the difference in how the two numbers were reported is surprising, since anything in the billions is a big deal. Strangely, none of this matters to Virgin River, whose success is defiant and speaks to the right kind of fans for Netflix, if they can take advantage of the situation further. Well, I believe Netflix needs more shows like Virgin River, not Stranger Things. Virgin River is a great example of a show that Netflix should put money into, not only because it's very popular, but also because it's not too expensive. It is said that each episode of Stranger Things Season 4 costs $30 million, while each episode of Virgin River only costs $3 million. Stranger Things will have to end before it gets too big and expensive to keep going, but Virgin River can keep going as long as people watch. And if you look at how dedicated the audience is and how many people watch, you can be sure of that for a while. Even though it doesn't quite fit Netflix's model for buying blue chip IP, investing in more shows like Virgin River is a no-brainer. But then the model shouldn't be shielded from this kind of reality. Virgin River's ability to keep people interested comes from the same things that make shows like Grey's Anatomy last for so long. It focuses on character moments, romance, and everything but the kitchen sink intrigue. It also adds little bits of drama, like the abandoned baby in the first episode, or the murder plot that was finally solved in Season 4. Mel and Jack are the ideal couple. As a place, Virgin River is both a goal and a comfort. The show doesn't hide the fact that it's for romance fans and readers of Robin Carr's book series, and it's not afraid to include darker plots. It's almost like Bridgerton, but it's on the Hallmark Channel and doesn't have any of the gimmicky extras or costs. It also avoids genre stereotypes that could have made it a story about tough lumberjacks and their little women. It's a show that fans love without any need for escalation. The fact that it's not at the center of Netflix's plans for new shows is, to say the least, confusing. Virgin River is the answer at a time when Netflix's spending is being questioned and its stability is being questioned more than ever because of the loss of subscribers. Netflix doesn't need the next Stranger Things as much as it needs the next 10 Virgin Rivers. And the sooner the company realizes this and stops thinking of it as a lower quality release, the better. Finally, as a bonus, how Maya Hawke convinced Father Ethan to take Moon Knight villain role. Maya Hawke, Ethan Hawke's daughter, talks about how she got her dad to agree to be in Moon Knight. Ethan Hawke, Maya's dad, has had a big year in 2022. This year, Ethan's career took a turn for the bad. He played the bad guy Arthur Harrow in the Disney Plus show Moon Knight, and the grabber in the horror movie The Black Phone by Scott Derrickson. In Robert Eggers' The Northman, Ethan played King Arvandil War Raven. Moon Knight was the actor's first role in the MCU. Ethan has stayed away from superhero movies for most of his career. Now he's talking about why he took the part. Ethan Hawke says that Maya was the one who finally got him to agree to play his MCU role. In a recent interview with IndieWire, Ethan Hawke said that he didn't want to join the MCU at first for his role as Moon Knight. Maya, on the other hand, urged her dad Ethan to join the MCU and show them what he had to offer. When Ethan finally agreed, he told Oscar Isaac, who also played Moon Knight, that he would work to show the MCU how talented Isaac was, since the two of them could try out the Marvel Universe together. I think we know who to thank. Unfortunately, that is all the time we have for today. Thanks for sticking around till the end. Cheers!